And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Two and a throw right away. And incomplete to open things up. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Black shot. Red, yellow. Ready?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Let's go. Right, right. Slide through. Red, cycle. Hey,
In motion, Hill.
Sit, level.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Green back. Watch it. Six. Green. Yellow.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here we go. Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Slot man moves right.
Black ultra. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Bills had 8 and 5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's got room. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 20. 46 yards rushing so far. And this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. In motion, Hill. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. No, bottle that fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. No score after one on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. A run with Mostert up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
2 and now, third and goal. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult. And a loose football. And some space here. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cook on the toss left. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
From midfield, here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Right blue. Ready?
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Red, striker. 6, 7.
Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Tua on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They run the counter with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. First down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this returnable for Hill. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Blue striking. Hey, blue.
Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Forced to a hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 21. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown! James Cook. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Strike 2. Red, cycle.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And remember, he put one on the ground last week, so the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And 0 excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL, and it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them raking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
On first down, Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
In motion, Hill. 2 and now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Two and now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He is going to find Hill here. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Ready.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
13, Bills 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Yeah, I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally.
And he loses the football a second time. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing is Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there